Everybody grab your cups. It's time for Woke Wednesday. Lady-O, let's go.
Say I am unstoppable. Let me hear you say I am unstoppable. And let the horns play. Hey. Oh yeah. I heard that I would fail. Then I heard you won't prevail. Then I heard all the things that I can't do. And then you strength.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. It's time for Woke Wednesday. I'm your host, Tracy Bear McGee, also known as Divine T.
I like the way you say that, Divine T. I'm your co-host, Yolanda Langford, and they still call me
Lady-O. That's right, Lady-O. Good morning on this Woke Wednesday. How are you?
I am fantastic. Hey, Tracy, how are you? I'm checking on you, girl, because you are my strong friend.
That's right. Well, you know what? I'm strong because I drink my coffee black, no sugar, no cream, from the Black Coffee Company, and I'm always staying woke. I want to know what is on your cup.
Well, you know, I am having black coffee, but you know I got to put a little bit of something in it. I put a little caramel creamer in there.
Okay, y'all. You know, I never, ever use cream. Cream ain't my thing. But if I was to like give a shot of something, it would be a little bit of hazelnut, kind of like my skin.
Yes, beautiful, beautiful.
Speaking of beautiful, and speaking of coffee, and all those things healthy and good for the soul, you know we have a vibrant vibe guest that's coming in today.
Tracy, who do we have?
We have Lauren. Lauren Spearman, y'all. And you know, the thing about it is, it's Mental Health Month. It's May. And May is all about us making sure that we check on our strong friends. She is the check on your strong friends bounce back advocate. You know, right?
Yeah. Oh, you know, I'll tell you what. October 2020, she actually launched her mental wellness podcast. So she's doing the work.
Yes, and it's called Check on Your Strong Friends. We are doing the work together, y'all. She aims to normalize the conversation centered around mental illness. She tackles issues like grief, therapy, relationships, friendships, all the things that we need to make sure that we talk about.
Child, the friendship one. She has a podcast that is dynamic. But when we return, get ready for the Own Your Now therapy sponsored by SSM.
That's right, y'all.
Hello, St. Louis. It's Cedric the Entertainer here, back in my beloved hometown with my sister Sharita. We are so excited to continue our support of SSM Health Foundation St. Louis.
We must continue our efforts to raise funds so that we can ensure that all the amazing, generous, and loving women in our lives have access to the health care that they deserve.
Visit give2ssmhealth.org/women's health to learn more.
Life is all about the journey. Life's curves, hitting the road fast or slow. Celebrations, anniversaries, and birthdays. Everything in life is about moving forward. Whatever direction you choose to go far, go in style. New or used, go with Fraser Automotive.
I am Lauren Spearman, inspirational speaker, the Bounce Back Advocate. Keep watching the Own Your Now show on the TV network.
So now it is time for our Own Your Now cup of therapy. You know what, Lady-O? We always say check on your strong friends. Today we have Lauren coming in. It just fits, you know, the importance of us making sure that we take care of each other.
We have to.
Who are we checking on today?
Tracy, you know, I am going to check on mentors because they're always pouring out of their cups. Someone needs to check on mentors. I'm going to ask you this. Do therapists have therapists?
Yes, therapists have therapists. We all need to make sure that we take care of ourselves. We can't preach self-care if we don't take care of ourselves.
All right.
You know, that's important. Well, you know, my affirmation word for today is purpose. It's important that when you decide to be a mentor in someone's life or a therapist, that you really are defining your purpose and what that relationship looks like. It's important as a mentor to be authentic, to set boundaries, and make sure that you take care of yourself. So it is time for our self-care stretch. We got to know the value of what this looks like. So everybody just reach out to your friends, but we're going to make sure we take care of ourselves as individuals. Cross your arms over. Bring it in. You guys are listening to Changes by Lady Bree. Take some deep breath in and release.
Be intentional.
Deep breath in and release. And then what do?
Hug yourself. Give yourself a big old hug today.
That's right, y'all.
Take care of yourself.
That's right. And then you release. Don't you feel good?
I feel good. If I could sing, I would sing that song, but I do feel good, Tracy.
That's right. This is all about being purpose-filled. It is.
It is. And when we return, we have the Lauren Spearman, a faith-based speaker who helps others discover and cultivate purpose.
That's right,
That's
y'all.
what she does. Sipping on it.
Hi.
Get the most out of nap time with Schnucks Curbside Delivery.
They're adorable.
Just another reason why? We'll see you at Schnucks.
At Keith's Realty Group, we're focused on helping you in the home buying and selling process, standing with you every step of the way so you can own a new home or sell your existing home successfully. Budgeting, credit building, and down payment. Everything you need to know about the home buying and selling process. We're not just selling you a home in the community, we are helping build communities. By keeping focused on you and your needs, we can put you in a home for a lifetime. Keith's Realty Group, selling communities one key at a time.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
As promised, we have the Bounce Back Advocate. She has graced many platforms, both virtual and in person, and on local national television with the same mission. Her message is the difference between a setback and bouncing back is all in the mindset. Let's do this, y'all. Welcome, Lauren Spearman. Good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. First of all, I just want to say thank you for saying yes to us. We know you're busy. We know you are out there bouncing back, girl. So we are just grateful you came. See, Tracy did it on rhythm. You see, she just bounced back like that. We want to know what's in your cup, what you sipping on.
So I am sipping on coffee with cream and sugar, and I know that it's right when it matches my skin tone.
Oh,
All
say
right.
that. I like that. I like that. I like that.
You know, I love that you said that. When we talk about staying woke, we think about wellness, opportunity, knowledge, entertainment, but most importantly, empowerment.
Yes.
You talk about checking on your strong friends. Talk to us about that.
So Check on Your Strong Friends was something that was birthed at a time where I saw a lot of celebrities committing suicide. And it really made me wonder, you know, we think about our problems and it seems like money would be the solution. Connections would be the solution. Getting fame to shine a light on our causes would be the solutions. And these people that had all of those things and more were committing suicide at an alarming rate. And so around that time, it was Kate Spade, the handbag designer, and St. Louis's own attorney from Brown and Brown. And it just really affected me. And I said, there's got to be a reason why someone who has it all is still feeling like they have nowhere to turn. And it just made me think about the fact that depression doesn't look just one way.
Absolutely.
It doesn't look like someone who's, you know, wearing all black and going into isolation. There are a lot of people that are functioning, you know, having depression. They're
They
bubbly.
look well,
They're
or
excited.
they really will. Yeah.
Exactly. They go to work every day. They're successful. They keep a smile on their face. And then when they go home at night, they're hanging on by a thin thread. and no one really knows. So I wanted to talk to people and normalize the conversation surrounding mental health so that people wouldn't feel like they were so alone or they were strange or that they had to keep these things behind closed doors because there were other people going through the same thing.
And you're right, you have to check on your strong friends. You know, we say it on the show, check on your strong friends, because those are the people who look the part but are playing, not even playing, they have another part. So you're so correct. Now I want to know about the bounce back girl, because you know, as women, we all have different experiences at different times. They're not always pleasant experiences, but we want to get back to the pleasant. How did you come up with that concept? The bounce back queen.
Bounce back advocate.
Advocate, yes.
Who gave you that name?
Well, it's, you know, so fitting that you speak about mentors on your show, because it was my mentor, Ms. Ivy McGregor. She is the director of social responsibility for Be Good, Beyonce's charity.
Okay.
And she and I had a conversation just about what I'm passionate about, what I want to, you know, the footprint I want to leave on the world.
Right.
And when I began to tell her about everything I had gone through in 2017, the end of a almost 10-year relationship, repossession, eviction, I mean, you name it, I went through it. And then the straw that kind of broke the camel's back was when my little one was diagnosed with autism at age 2.
Wow.
And I felt like there was no way up. You know, God had forgotten about me. I was just in a state of, I'm wearing these pajamas every day. You're lucky if I get out of bed. You're lucky if I comb my hair. It was truly, truly bad. But I got connected with a therapist because I was at a point where I couldn't even speak my prayers out loud.
Wow.
So I needed real help from a licensed therapist who was experienced, who was trained to kind of help me through my problems until I could speak on myself and acknowledge them and do the work to get through them.
Yes.
And once I told her everything I went through, she said, "You're a fan of the comeback story." I know what you are. You are the bounce back advocate. And that's what I have been.
Yes.
I have been helping people to see that regardless of what it looks like right now, there is nothing that can come across your table, your plate, that you cannot bounce back from.
And I like the way you say nothing.
Nothing.
The emphasis on nothing that you can't overcome.
You know that God is a part of it when He connects you with a mentor that sees all of that. And you know, we often say that God can turn mess into masterpieces.
Yes.
And you truly show us what resiliency looks like. And I like that you're being authentic about it. How are you owning your now? Because, you know, we're all about self-care. You got to have that toolkit. What is in your toolkit? Because you're a mother.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So my toolkit actually changes as I grow, as I evolve, as my needs and my wants change. And so it just depends on what the day is, what I'm feeling like. I have that good old massage card that I can pull.
Yes.
It'll get, you know, some good old self-care through that. And then there's some times that I just want to sit back with a good Netflix binge session and just binge watch a good series. And then there are moments where it's just about turning off the cell phone, unplugging, and just taking a nap.
Yes.
So there are different, you know, tools that I can pull from depending on the day and the situation.
And you deserve to take a break. I think a lot of women, we have to realize it's okay to take a break. And it could be 1 minute, it could be 100 minutes, but you deserve to take a break and to take care of yourself, truly take care of yourself, pour into your own cup. Now we know that you have a session on Mondays that you've been doing. Every single mom counts.
Yes. So again, with my wonderful mentor, she actually made May Mother's Month.
Okay.
She said, we're not taking
Not
one
just
day.
one day, okay.
We're going to take the whole month. And
Right.
she allowed me to be the representative of the single mothers portion.
Yes.
And that was so exciting because a lot of people don't specifically acknowledge single mothers and the struggle and the sacrifice that is involved when you are the sole provider decision maker for your child. And we were able to help 11 single and senior mothers with a love token token of $150 that they received that very same night.
Right.
They submitted their name and they got it right then and there. And so it's just all about doing our part, whether it was a bill that they needed, groceries, anything that we could do to make it easier.
And let me tell you, $150 can go a long way, especially when you have children that have events you want them to attend, activities you want them to do. $150 can change a life. Bravo to you and
I love it. I love it because my mom was a single mom the entire time. And you're right. It makes me think about how important it matters when we all check on each other, and the fact that you spotlight the single mom. I remember when my daughter was diagnosed with ADHD at kindergarten, and I didn't have that support that I was looking for sometimes from family.
Yeah.
But to be able to have those friends that say, okay, girl, we can make it through this. And as a woman, I'm like, when I did get married, I know my role as a wife. I know my role as a mother, but we lose that when it comes to ourselves.
Yes.
I want you to talk about friendship. One of your segments on your podcast was sometimes friends, we got to let them go so we can let flow.
And I just had a revelation that a lot of times a friend breakup can hurt even worse than a breakup with a man.
I know.
You're so right.
Because we invest so much of our feelings and we expect that every friendship is going to last a lifetime. So when something happens to alter the course of our friendships and seasons are up, it's very difficult. But then I also had to look inward and do a self-check and say, okay, Lauren, not every friendship ending has a season that's up. Sometimes you got to put on your big girl panties.
All right.
Yes, you better.
Yes, you can. We're talking.
But you have to be able to talk through conflict. And I was always the person that I shied away from confrontation. I didn't like rejection or negativity.
I like that.
But this particular friendship, there was just an unction where I was like, we've got to talk through this. And so on the podcast, it's very beautiful because you hear her perspective on our, situation, my perspective.
You and Brandy were talking.
We were talking, about what happened, and I had no idea that she was feeling the way that she felt.
Two sides to every
story.
Yes. And so we were able to, come meet in the middle and understand each other better. We are more solid than ever. And the best part of the episode, she surprised me by asking me to be the godmother of her baby.
Oh my goodness,
So that was beautiful.
It is. Do you find that since you put it out there, because a lot of us don't talk about our friendship because we think, I don't want someone to think I'm a bad friend because then they don't want to be my friend. Have you found out since you put that out there that more people are saying, hey, that's happened to me too?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's what I'm learning. The more that I realize that my particular lane is transparency.
That's it.
I thought that I was going to be the girl that had it all together and I would just get to talk about glowing success. And God said, nope.
Okay.
I want you to talk about going through the trenches because somebody's going to be looking at you and your journey and they're going to need to know that they can get through it even when it looks like there's nowhere to turn and there's no light at the end of the tunnel. So I love being able to have the tough conversations and be vulnerable about, hey, I don't have it all together, but these are the things that I'm doing so that I can still go to the next level.
Yeah, you're changing the narrative of what therapy looks like. I always talk about prevention, intervention, and awareness.
Yes.
You're bringing awareness to it. That's the best advocate that we can have. Talk to us about what it looks like when you think back to being, I want to say, the 18-year-old girl. Because, we have a nonprofit, I Define Me movement. Defining those moments, what would you tell that 18-year-old who has just had a breakup and she's like thinking that this is the end of the world?
I would tell her to feel what she feels. Acknowledge it, cry, scream, do whatever she has to do to feel it, but to know that the God that brought that person has many more beautiful relationships that he's going to bring her.
Amen.
Male,
Amen.
friendship,
Yes.
Just relationship connection. So it doesn't end there. Just like God can bring that amazing person, he's got many more and much more in store. So you don't have to feel like that's the end of the world.
Well, you
I
have
like
given
that.
us so much. A young lady with some wisdom. You know, we love that. What I always say, we gonna be all
We're gonna
right.
be all right.
We gonna be all right.
Everybody has a season, and some seasons don't mean that it is over. It just looks different.
Yes.
You know, it's
Absolutely.
what you receive in your authenticity.
Yes, indeed.
It does.
Now, I have to ask you this question. What is your affirmation word? What is that word that just means something to Lauren?
Alignment.
Alignment. Go speak, girl.
Alignment. It's being in alignment with God's will for your life. When I first started out, I felt like being a motivational speaker had to look a certain way. I had to be larger than life and in your face, and it just wasn't authentic to who I really was. And once I was able to have a talk with my cousin, Miss Queen Mocha Latte,
Love Queen Mocha
yes, she's amazing.
She is amazing. She is.
And she talked to me about Lauren's lane and being in Lauren's lane.
Yes.
And so ever since, I was able to just talk, have conversations, be relatable, transparent, you know, just be compassionate. I've been able to reach so many more people just being who I am. And so I just hope that everyone will be in alignment with who they are and God's will for their life, and just know that the moment that you live out loud yourself, your truth, all the doors in the world are going to open for you, because real recognizes real.
Yes, all
That
right.
part. Double doors, double doors.
Yes.
You know, I can't be Lady O. Lady O can't be Divine T. I can't be Lauren. We can't be, but we have to define ourselves.
Yes.
Exactly.
And that's what the true journey is about. How can everybody find you?
Sure. On Instagram, you can find me under the Lauren Spearman, and on Facebook under Lauren Spearman, and LinkedIn under Lauren Spearman as well.
All right. I want to stay connected. You want to stay
I
connected?
am staying connected, y'all. Already
Love it.
done downloaded the app and
Yes,
everything. Bring it all back. Bring it all back. You know, we want to thank Lauren Spearman, the bounce back advocate.
Yes.
She is truly living her life with purpose, and for taking time to own her now with us. You all remember that this is what this is all about. When we return, we'll get ready for the Own Your Now flow. Live.
It's not about exact measurements or the perfect dice when it comes to cooking. Good food is about feeling, inspired food is about comfort, and pure food is about feeding the soul. You have to have soul to feed people right, so pull up a chair, take a taste, and let Pure Catering do the cooking. Visit Pure Catering Cafe STL at the Missouri Historical Society today.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Now it is time for the Own Your Now flow. Lady O, we have a new strong friend.
Yes, indeed. She gave us so much good information about how to check on your strong friends and how you should check on your strong friends. You know, she's the bounce back advocate.
That's right. She understands the assignment.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Speaking of the assignment, what is your affirmation word for today?
Growth. You know, you have to go through some things to grow. So she talked about some things that she went through, but it allowed her to grow. So my word is growth.
Yes, I love that. You know, oftentimes in life, there are things that we go through, and as a result of going through those things, we have to realize that sometimes we got to let it go and we got to let it flow.
Yes.
And that is how we grow, right? But in the midst of all of that, you have to find the alignment and know that where you are is where you're supposed to be, because that's how you define your purpose. So until next time, make sure that you keep your cups full.
Go out and create some vibrant vibes. Keep sipping peace, love, and positivity.
And remember, tomorrow isn't promised, so own your now.
Mondays, you host Bridge Club.
Okay, girls.
Wednesdays, you host Book Club.
Wow.
And Fridays are for turkey clubs. With Schnucks Deli Order Ahead, you can skip the line and pick up your deli orders fast and easy, so you can be ready to serve.
Hey, nice bite.
No matter what club you're hosting. Another reason why we'll see you at Schnucks.
Hey, boss. Okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
You sure?
I said I'm fine.
Since I was little, it was only like me and my parents. You think you created family out of characters? Yeah, of course. I'm gonna take that, make it into a song.
Put me to bed, see you in the morning. With the first date, Superman, but it wasn't on it. And we lost it. In my head, in my head, in my head. Where you at on the way out? In my head, in my head, in my head.
Hey, son.
Hey, Pop.
You can talk to me.
It's been really, really hard for me. Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo. Do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Worried about your friend, but don't know how to reach out?
You could say, how are you, or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR, it's all good. If you think you should check in, yeah, you should. Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health.
Whatever gets you talking.
Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.